We need to have a serious discussion. There are a lot of creators right now, many of them my mutuals, who are understandably telling people to go out and buy a gun. Now, I happen to be somebody who is very proficient in firearms. I used to be a gun owner myself and grew up with grandfathers with arsenals. I've also been trained and certified to use an M4, AK-47, and 50 caliber sniper rifle. I used to just love the things until my mental health took me down. Now I'm no longer a gun owner to protect myself and my family. I also don't want my children anywhere near them. Now, before I get into anything related to nonviolence, I'm guessing that most of you advocating for this have some sort of basic handgun training, or at least I hope you do. They have the ability to fire a weapon in a closed environment with earmuffs. But when you're talking about protecting yourself, your loved ones, your neighbors, most people are not thinking through all of the scenarios. Just look at Renee Good, for instance. Would a gun have saved her life? Of course not. She probably would have been killed quicker, and the character assassination would be worse than it already is. If ICE comes barging into your house and you have a gun, do you really think that a fewer number of your family members are going to get killed? Quite the opposite. They'd probably gun everyone down. And then on top of that, you've got to be accurate during the most intense adrenaline rush you've ever had. You guys just aren't thinking this through, and you're probably making things worse. I love you to death, but stop. Now I'm going to hear from the nonviolence changes nothing crowd. Now, I've made a number of videos providing great examples of where it does, but that's not really what I want to talk about right now. This is where there's a major divide between people who believe that your consciousness will continue after this life somehow, and those who don't. Having a weapon to protect yourself is the opposite of courage. The reason you have it is to try to stop yourself from getting hurt. Now, in addition to this, like I said, not actually protecting you, you're forgetting about the goal. The leaders of the civil rights movement knew this in their bones, that violence breeds more violence. If you have a weapon when you confront ICE, more violence will likely occur. There's also a much bigger picture, and that's long-term sustained progress, making things overall less violent and moving things in the right direction. The reason that most of you don't like this, and the reason that I bring up belief systems, is that if you believe that there's a life after this one, it makes it much easier to sacrifice your life for others. It gives you the courage to put yourself on the line. Nonviolence is always seen as passive, but it's not. It's the opposite. It's about saying that the ability that you have to end my life is not power. That real power comes through love. We can stop this together, and our courage will change hearts, not our guns. In fact, we are vastly outgunned and can only rely on love.